Broc, I guess good place to start. Why Purdue for you?
So my brother, he was diagnosed with cancer about roughly 10 months ago. I was still at Marshall, and just going through that with him, just seeing him have to go through that, I want to be closer to home. So when the season was over, I had to talk with my family, and like I said, I just want to be close home to him. More access. He comes to majority of the practices now. I see him more often, so just want to be close to him. And then also playing in my backyard. Really, I'm from Indianapolis. I was raised here, brought up. I went to Ben Davis for my whole high school career, and to a little bit David. I wonder. I never thought I would play in black and gold with David Bell, but came and saw him. But yeah, that was really the main reason.
Did Purdue recruit you out of Ben Davis?
Yeah, they did. They did.
So far, Broc, training camp, how are you fitting in? What's your role going to be?
Whatever the role they ask. I'm not really big on, like asking those type of questions so early in camp, I'm just, like I told Coach Brown, like I told Coach Shep and the whole team and the receiver corps, I'm just here to do my part, whatever they need me to do, special teams, anything, I'm down. I just want to win.
I think things are going in camp for you.
Oh,
Picking
really?
up the system.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Really good. I love the system, love the coaches. I love our receiver group. I think it's one of the more poised groups. We have a young room, actually. A lot of people don't know that. We have a majority are freshmen and sophomores. We only have one senior, and that's Jackson Anthony. But other than that, we're really young. But to be such a young group, we're very poised. In meetings, it's not a lot of playing around. Everybody wants to, get to work, get to business, and I love the team, especially the defense too. Me and Corey go at it every day. I love going against Corey. He makes me so much better. And going against Mac and all the guys, I love it though. I'm fitting in, I think, perfectly.
I think David mentioned at Big Ten Media Day that you've taken on some leadership components in the summer as far as rallying guys up and getting them out to practice and teaching them things. I mean, is that a conscious decision on your part to get involved in that?
I wouldn't say conscious. I think it's just not to boast or brag. I think it's just a natural thing for me. Just come from Ben Davis, us winning a lot, and I've saw a lot of winning teams. So I kind of want to. When I first got here, I kind of want to impose that. Hey, I'm not coming here, just for giggles. I want to I want to win. And looking past at the previous season, the games that were lost were all within a touchdown, maybe 10 points. So it's not that the team needs to rebuild or anything like that. We're close. You just got to finish. So me coming in early, I was getting with everybody, working on releases after practice, before practice, off days. Whenever time we could get in, I could get in with the guys to show them something. Just give them everything I know. So when we go out there on Saturdays and Thursdays, whenever we play, we have the best chance to win.
What do you think you bring to the receiving group?
I want to win, man. I talk about it every time anyone ever asks me. That's my number one goal, is to win. I'm not really big into individual goals or individual success, because I think winning in itself breeds individual success. So my biggest thing, I'm gonna bring a winning attitude. I'm gonna bring grit. I'm gonna bring toughness, and I'm not gonna let a lot of things slack. I feel like in sports, a lot of people don't get. I think that it's possible to go on the field. Perfection is possible in sports. So I feel like we try to get as close to that every day. You're not gonna have the best day every day, but I definitely think I bring that competitive edge.
You ran back punts at Marshall. Are you going to be a return man here?
I hope so. He has me on the depth behind Jackson and David for punts. Yes, sir. And Max on there too. So like I said, whatever they want me to do, I'm willing to do whatever. So I caught punts not today, but yesterday with Jackson. We did a two-man punt drill, and I was back there with them. So hopefully they do put me back there.
You talked about all the things you kind of bring to the team already, but what have you kind of learned just from the other receivers in the room so far in fall camp?
I've learned a lot about coverages. That's why I brought up how poised our receiver group was. We have, like I said earlier, we have a lot of freshmen. A lot of people don't know that. We have a lot of young guys, and that's the first thing when I got here. We were doing walkthroughs and stuff like that, and they're like, "Hey, Broc, this is cover 3. This is cover 5 special." I'm like, whoa, like, how, like you're younger than me. I'm 21 years old. How you know that? I was like, I never even picked up on that. He was like, yeah, like he's pointing this stuff out. I'm like, wow, like that, and that's when I knew, like that's what really made me like believe, like okay, like we can really do something special. Like they really want it, But yeah, that's definitely the biggest thing.
How much do you think that is kind of, someone like David Bell, leading the room with the experience that he has?
Man, y'all, I can't talk about it enough, man. It's so big. Like David's just he's a vocal guy, but he's a more like lead by example. Like he's not gonna, he speaks up, but he won't say as much. But he just does everything right. He does what he's asked. He does even more of it. Like he makes plays. He knows all of his assignments. We're gonna move around this year, so like he knows the whole offense, like front and back, and like it's tremendous because when he talks, like everyone's eyes light up. Like, like that's the respect he has, like from the team in the room.